Here from Advanced Global MSP Coaching. We're in our demo database looking at our all open ticket management recommended dashboard. And the question that's before us today is there a way to, in the client portal, create a form for intaking client requests? And the specific example that was given was a new employee request form. And the answer is yes. The answer is actually yes, 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 and maybe, because there's three, maybe four different ways that you can create this form. So if you're ready, I'm going to take a moment, I'm going to jump in, and I'll show you how to create a new employee intake form in the Autotask client portal. So first, I'm in the admin module, features and settings, service desk, and I'm going to start with the ticket category, because one of the ways to intake the form is leveraging the advantage of the ticket category. And by that, I mean we'll create UDFs for each of the employee information that is needed. That way, as you go through the onboarding process, you can parse that information into different ways. There is also two different ways to intake the information in a flat file, meaning that it will be information listed in the ticket, but if you need to move it somewhere else, that's a manual process, whereas if it's in a UDF, you can use it using other things, workflow rules, some other automated and semi-automated mechanisms, as well as parsing the information in notifications at the right time. The maybe is IT Glue. There may be a way to create the form in IT Glue and bring the IT Glue link into Autotask, but that's above my pay grade. I don't know IT Glue. I'd have to ask Matt Atkins, somebody else that's on our team. He might know of a way. But I'm going to jump in. I'm going to show you, first of all, how to leverage the ticket category to create forms in the client portal. Then we'll go into the client portal and I'll show you how to build out the two different flat file types. So we're going to go to ticket categories and we're going to copy our standard. And I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to rename it Client Portal New Employee. It's already active, so I'm good there. I'm going to leave this. This is our standard, so when we look at it, we still see our standard offering. But I'm going to go to the details panel, and I'm going to add some new user this here. So first of all, I'm going to put CP again for client portal. So I know that this UDF is used a lot with the client employer, and we're going to call this new employee name. I'm going to come over and grab this here. It's a single line of text and it appears in the client portal. That'll be great. I'm going to create another one. I'd love to just right click and copy these things, but not able to do that. Phone, and appears in client portal. And you kind of get the gist of it a little bit. I'm going to create one more. And there's a lot more information you need. There's probably 60 of these, all the way down to the PC image, if you will. So make sure it's client portal and save and close. Then the next thing I'm going to do is add a new section here at the top. And I'm going to call the new section new employee information. I'm going to click OK. So this is here. It's down at 4. It's at the bottom. I want it up at the top, like I said right in the beginning. So now it's there. Now let's go down and let's grab these UDFs. Shift So it's one at a time. All right, so make visible, make visible, make visible. That way at least it's halfway up here through the list. I don't have to drag it all the way down. It's still one at a time. So here we go. I was looking for a way to I could grab a whole. What I should have done was left the section in the bottom, and then I could have pulled up the section. That would have been faster. Steve, you need to be thinking more. So there we go. Let's save and try it just to see what it looks like. And you can see on the detail here is all those UDFs right here in a new ticket. So we can cancel out of this and just save and close that. If you want to know what those UDFs look like, I'm in the admin module, features and settings, user defined fields, UDFs. Go to tickets, and you can see here's those three UDF fields: name, email, phone, phone there. So now we're going to jump over into the client portal, admin, extensions, integrations, client portal. These are all the settings for client portal. Notice dashboards. If you don't have dashboards available, that's because it's a checkbox buried deep in the securities. It's like under other. Do you want to give access to build client portal dashboards and check? Even as a system administrator, I had to go check it. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at service request types, and we're going to create a new service test type, and we're going to call this new employee. Now I don't need to put CP here because we are in the client portal. So I'll put in a description. This CP request type is used by clients to provide new employee requests and information. Make sure it's active. That always helps. That's a checkbox I miss a lot. And then let's go down to that new employee ticket category we created. And this is the second way you can create that flat list of information. Let's see, did I keep that? Yep. New employee name. So now let's, this is not in the UDF, this is background questions. And so let's again grab this, save that, new question, new employee email, new question, phone, and new question, PC image or department. Okay, so we'll save that. There you go. Kind of, yeah, 4 background questions. Here we go in the layout. Notice in the layout that this is grayed out. It has to be visible. It has to be required. But you can preset it for service requests so that they don't accept change management. You don't want to put this in a change management flow. You just want this as a service request. Ticket category is picked up here. We already picked up the ticket category. The title, let's give it a default new employee. Name. New employee request. There we go. So now that'll be the default there. Location, might be good to ask that. What is their location? I don't think it has to be required, but we'll give them an opportunity. Description, yeah, let's go in here. The description, yeah, I know. This is the other way you can gather the flat file. I wouldn't do all three of these. The client's going to get pretty ticked if they have to put the same information in a UDF, a background question, and now I'm asking a description. It's three different ways. I would just use one of them. So what did we do next? Email, phone, and PC image. Depends on who's turning in. A liaison might know what the image is, so you can do that. Service provider resource, I don't. This is mostly on visibility, not on take. I don't want them to know here. We'll use a different message to let them know. I don't want them to see the queue. I don't want them to see the work type, even though for this work type, it depends on your process, but you could, is it going to be remote work or is it project work? We could default it to project work. It's not visible to them, but we've defaulted it. Same thing if you want to default it. If Joni is the one that always does this. Status, sure, show that. Priority, you can show it to them. I typically don't like showing them the priority. For me, this is going to be a move, add, or change, so I'm going to default that. What else? Due date. You can show them the due date. All of this stuff is not going to be important, so I would turn it off. You could do whatever you want, but in my mind, this stuff isn't important to them. It's important to us, but not important to them. And even the due date, whether you show that or not. And then for the message, let's go, thank you for using Advanced Global as your managed service provider. Please scroll down to the bottom of this new employee form. This is only if you're using UDFs. If you're using the flat information intake, whether it's the background questions or the description, that'll be at the top. But these UDFs are going to be at the bottom of the list. As you saw here, this is the list they're going to see, and they're all the way here at the bottom. So you need to tell them, scroll to the bottom of the form and provide the new employee information that we need in order to support you best. Again, thank you for using Advanced Global as your managed service provider. There we go. Now this is a nice friendly note. You may find that when I show it to you, it's a little busy, and you're going to want to cut it down to the facts and nothing but the facts, take the niceties out. So there's a new employee. Let's jump back into our dev environment. We're looking at the recommended basic tech dashboard. I'm going to search for a customer in our demo database, and let's pick customer 4. And let's see here, Raquel is the primary contact, so let's go to Raquel. Let's take take a look at her client portal access. She has it. She's a manager level of the client portal. So now I'm going to preview. Now I've logged into the client portal as if I'm Raquel, and that's the reason I went this direction. That's the reason I went this direction. Hopefully your Autotask is faster than this. Hopefully there we go. So we're on Raquel's landing page. Welcome, Raquel. This is a dashboard. This is, I think, the default dashboard. You can go in and modify this, move this around. That's what that client portal dashboard is, but this is Raquel's experience. So now when she wants to enter in a new employee from the drop down, let's pick new employee. Let's continue on. You can see right here we prompt her for the new employee name. So let's go Jane Doe. Customer for Raquel. Primary address. Okay. There is only a primary address for this client. So this is one of those flat files. Jane Doe, email Jane Doe at client.com, and phone number is 555 -1212. That's the number Hollywood uses all the time. PC image, let's just do sales. There we go. So the priority is set. Now, if you're not using the flat in the description, then you have to put the same stuff in here. Jane Doe, email. You know, they're getting frustrated. I've told you this once before. Now I have to tell you again. Let's see if we can just copy and paste it. I could have probably typed it faster since I used such a complicated one. And the phone number 555-1212. Or you could use background question. Background question could be a flat file. Description is a flat file. This is going to be information that you can parse out more easily. Whatever you use, whatever is best for you. I would only use one of these. I would not use all of them. And sales. Okay, so I'm going to save this ticket. And again, you may have 60 questions. I don't know what the limit is on background questions. There may be one, but this is what it looks like. Here's the flat description. Here's the background questions here. Here's the UDFs. This is what Raquel sees when she creates a ticket for Jane Doe, the new employee request. So we'll close out of this. We'll come over here. Let's refresh this. And there's the new ticket right there at the top. And then if we jump back into the demo database, we're on all ticket open management. In the triage queue, right here at the bottom, Jane Doe move employee request. So we can just pop this open. And then again, if you're using flat file description, there's the name. If you're using the background questions out of the client portal, there's the information there. And if you're using UDFs, we put that information right up here at the top. So there's UDFs, and that's how you create a form in the client portal. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions or anything, post a comment, or you can email us at info@agmspcoaching.com, and they'll forward me that email, and I'll respond to you answering your question, or if you want to schedule time to chat. If you need help setting this up, we do provide Autotask system administrative support. We're happy to set this kind of stuff up for you if that is the best way to go. So again, reach out to me at info@agmspcoaching.com. Other than that, have an awesome day.